This is Brian Anderson. Coach Stan Van Gundy, Hall of Famer Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce round out our broadcast crew for this one. Inside, here's Kessler, and he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Well, both of these organizations have done a good job of acquiring and developing young talent, Grant.
Absolutely, B.A. These rosters are filled with young stars. They have a chance to make some noise in the coming years. They just need to continue to grow as individuals and as a team.
Now here's Hartenstein. Clock at 6. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Oh, Kessler with the block. Here's Collier. Oh, it's blocked by Williams.
And Williams getting his timing just right on the block, defending with purpose.
Here's Kessler. Back to Sexton. To the middle. Kessler, no good.
Oh, you gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
5 to shoot. And here's Collins for 3. Offensive board. And finished off by Kessler.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
Now here's Sexton. Beyond the arc. Hartenstein pulls it in. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Outside for Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander attacking. Utah grabs the miss. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Will Hardy gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Our topic was how he'll defend Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Coach was straightforward, saying Shai demands so much attention with the ball that he can warp a defense. We'll need to stay disciplined and not get caught watching the play. We'll see how that approach works out for them, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Gotta push him farther out than this.
Here's Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
On the wing, Sexton. The 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Sexton's got 5 points.
I mean, Sexton can shoot from anywhere. Strong from beyond the arc.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's short off the rim.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
And finished off by Kessler.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Hartenstein, no good.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Markkanen outside. Launches it. Here's Kessler. And there's another one for the Jazz.
The second chance points are all about a lack of effort defensively. Those buckets would drive me nuts.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Here's Wallace. 1:10 left in the first quarter. Caruso outside. Pass to Wallace. To stop the run. In deep, Caruso drops it in.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Here's Collier. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. Still Utah's ball. .52 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Markkanen up top. Back to Sexton. And stolen by Williams. Here's Wiggins. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Yes, such a smart player. Jalen Williams making people around him better.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Down low. Williams grabs the board. And Williams has got the ball here for OKC. They trail by 7. Oklahoma City shooting their first free throws of the game. No good on that one.
Shooting for Oklahoma City.
He hits the second from the line. Here's Collier. And he goes in for the dunk.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Here's Kessler. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. A big-time effort for Walker Kessler, providing a lot of energy for the Jazz. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
Jazz leading by 6. Stan, how do you think the Utah Jazz have fared with a relatively young squad?
Well, Brian, I'd say admirably. It's not easy to be the less experienced team figuring things out all the time, but they continue to grow and work and get better.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Puts it up from the high post. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket of the game.
There's so many facets to SGA's game. He's equally good from all 3 levels.
The ball's knocked loose. Here's Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
Incredible work right there on the glass. Just doing all he can to extend that lead.
Hey, once you got him on the ropes, keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of hope.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, "It's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams, but at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out." Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that. And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Utah shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And he sinks the second. Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time. Yeah, they've been pretty careless so far, racking up a number of fouls in very little time.
Pass to Collier. Back to Kessler. Tries a 10-footer. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight. Thunder trail by 4. And it's Dort off the drive. Hey, hangs in midair and converts the double clutch layup.
And clearly Dort knows how to operate inside, making his way to a high percentage shot.
Collins, no good. So it's Oklahoma City now. And here's Caruso outside. Kessler with a rebound. Markkanen looking it over. And there's a whistle. It's going to go on Lou Dort. That's his first foul.
4th team foul.
And it's Utah with the ball. Pass to Markkanen. Outside for Sexton. He can't get that one to fall. Good work defensively by Dort. To the inside. No good. That would have tied it. Utah leading. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer pro-am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
Williams misses. Utah leading by 5. Here's Collins. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren. Grant, a big reason for Utah to be excited about the future. Their young head coach, Will Hardy.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's had this team competitive after trading away both Mitchell and Gobert. And I love how Hardy has developed guys like Lauri Markkanen. It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. It's Dort on the wing. Pass to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
Markkanen from long range. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. To the paint. Here's Holmgren. Collins with the defensive effort. Utah leading by 5. Out of bounds. It'll be Oklahoma City's ball.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
And here are the Thunder now. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 7. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter. Someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
Kessler. Collins outside. Pass to Collier. Here's Markkanen. Oh, look at the fin with the finish. Lauri Markkanen.
And this is inexcusable. The defense must force Markkanen further away from the rim.
Count that bucket.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Sexton with it. Dort defending. Sexton with it. Good work defensively by Hartenstein.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Yeah, an amazing find. How about the patience from Dort? Waits for his man to get open and feeds him.
Collins outside. Pass to Markkanen. Blocked! Here's Dort. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Jazz leading by a point. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. So Dort's got his second basket.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Takes a three. Pass to Hartenstein. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Collier. Again, Oklahoma City.
Defenses nowadays try to protect the rim and the three-point line, so the mid-range is usually available.
To the middle. Here's Kessler. Got a hand on it. And here's Holmgren. Collins defending. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. All right, Stan, as you look around the league, who stands out as the best perimeter defender right now?
There's so many good ones. OG Anunoby might be the most versatile. Drew Holiday, Derek White, KCP. Don't forget about guys like Aaron Gordon and Herb Jones, also outstanding.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
Back to Williams. Utah grabs the miss. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Here's Clarkson. Here he goes. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
You give Clarkson an opening and he'll cut right through your defense. He has great instincts on the drive.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC in just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed?
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Chalk up 2 there. Williams has got 7.
And he is stronger than he looks, trust me. I mean, Williams has the bulk to win those tough battles inside.
George, right side. Kicks it out to Clarkson. No good on the triple. It's Dort on the wing. Here's Hartenstein. The rebound by Filipowski. Pass to Clarkson. Oh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's the break. Williams from long range. Doesn't go for him. And Utah has possession. Here's Hendricks. Here's Sensabaugh. Buries it from 3. And the Jazz lead by 3.
That's just poor transition defense. He's too good a shooter to leave open out there.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Thunder trail by 3. Here's Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Running the show, Gilgeous-Alexander is talented as a passer.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the 11th pick back in 2018, has developed to the point where he is in the MVP conversation. His coach, Mark Daigneault, said he's improved every year. He's been in the league. It's a testament to his humility. He looks in the mirror, he sees what he needs to improve on, and then he works at it. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. A tight game here in Utah. Here's Sensabaugh with the drive. It's deflected.
A strong, fearless defender. Dort doesn't back down from taking chances and going after spots.
Clarkson, left side. Pass to Filipowski. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. They now take the lead. Caruso's got 5 now. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity. Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Great determination. Dort uses his ferociousness to his advantage.
George outside. Clarkson outside. And a two-handed jam!
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Out left to the wing. Here's Sensabaugh. Off target from three-point range. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading buckets. Utah ahead, up one. And we're just moments away from the start of
45.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Utah leading. It's Markkanen on the wing. Here's the three. Gets the three to fall.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Pass to Collins. And stolen by Holmgren. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. And Hartenstein slams it in.
They have a never-give-up attitude.
Yeah, and as a coach, you love having a team like this. They've got zero quitting.
Out to the wing. 6 to shoot from 6 feet away. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate, exactly when his team needs it. Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. Up top, Collins. Pass to Sexton. 6 on the shot clock. And Collins with the jam.
Whoa, did you see that? John Collins. A little bit of sauce on that slam.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Hartenstein. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Jazz?
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
Thunder trail by 6. Tipped. And it's out of bounds.
Timeout.
They say it was last touched by Collier.
Well, a risky pass there, and if you ask me, they're lucky that the defense didn't steal that one.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Mark Daigneault had some words for his team over the last break. And Coach had a simple message for their team saying, hey, we're right there. Let's start with a stop. Knock down a couple shots and we'll be up. Sometimes the best instructions are the basic ones. B.A.?
And Allie, thanks. Back to Markkanen. Collins inside. Soft touch off the glass. And the Jazz lead by 6.
Yeah, that's a good look for Collins. I like the offensive approach right there. And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Hartenstein, no good.
And buckle up, guys. This play could decide the game.
We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. And here's Collins for three. Outside for Sexton. It's Markkanen on the wing. Launches a three. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Outside, Williams. Offensive rebound. And stolen by Sexton. Pass to Collier. Back to Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point in the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Here's Collier. Going inside. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Kessler. Good work defensively by Hartenstein. Thunder trail by 3. Left side, Williams. Down low. And stolen by Sexton. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Here's Collins. Count it!
And the confidence Collins has is impressive. Doesn't feel any pressure taking these big shots.
The open shot by Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Markkanen. And an intentional foul right there.
Isaiah Hartenstein. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Right side, Sexton. Pass to Collier. And he commits the intentional foul.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Fourth personal foul.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he's able to hit the second one. And that increases the lead to 6. Here's Oklahoma City now.
First clean look they have. I mean, they've got to take it.
Yeah, and it basically all comes down to this. If they come away empty here, this one's pretty much over.
And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the fourth. And so they foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5. And so he drops them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Taking care of business at the line, and he adds some cushion to their lead.
I love when Gilgeous-Alexander looks to score because it forces the defense to act.
Good on the first, and that brings him within 5. Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. 24 seconds left in the final quarter. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
They need to answer fast.
Yeah, and if they can get a decent look from 3, that's the shot to take. Not a lot of time to work with.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He connects! And now they trail by just 4.
Big ups to this coaching staff. Great play design there.
And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there. And there's no question George can fill it up. For him, it's about focusing on shooting good percentages.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're trailing by 4. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
An uphill battle for them. Everything has to go perfectly.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Great composure there. Calmly knocks them down to put this game out of reach.
He gets the first, and that puts him up 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by George. And that's an intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. So we see the Jazz get the win here. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their